rich yet.
So let's talk about the strategy because I think people are missing the strategy. We are selling a product that actually helps a person with their real problem. Okay, that's the simple strategy. Right now, in that strategy, what do we have? We have multiple steps. So we have to create sales copy. We have to create the words. Sales copy is the words on the website that actually make someone buy. So we have to write that, and that has to be done in a certain framework. So when people read it from the top to the bottom, they have no more objections and they buy. Okay, well, instead of taking 2 hours, 3 hours, or 10 grand to pay a professional copywriter to do that, I now throw it into my Claude project, who is designed and trained on that exact process to then build it for me. So now instead of spending 10 grand on a professional copywriter or waiting 2 months, 3 months for them to get back to me, I now have an outline done in 10 minutes. And then I will spend the remaining of my time to tweak it, to refine it. So I have more time in my refinement process. All right. What most people do is they go like this. They say, AI, how can AI help me sell my business? And then they hit enter. That's not an efficient way to use it. You already have to know the steps in your business, what needs changed. And then you ask AI to help you change those things. Okay. So you need, right? Where we use AI the most is words on a page, the emails that we deliver people. So, because that used to cost thousands and thousands of dollars to get someone to write you 10 emails to remind someone to buy a product from you. Well, they were like, okay, well, how much is your product? What's $1,000? Okay, well, it's going to cost you 10 grand for me to write those 10 emails. Because if you make one sale from all of those, it's worth it. Or you make 10 sales from all these emails, it'll be worth your time. Well, now you just say ChatGPT or Claude, if it's programmed correctly, there is a certain way you need to program it, right? It needs to have data on the task that you're asking it for, and the best data, not crap. You need the best of the best, okay? And then you need instructions on how to produce a task. So we use it for creating the offer. So what am I actually going to sell? I'm going to sell this energy drink with this workout program together with a jump rope. That is now an offer, not just a product. Well, AI will help us come up with the ideas that we can put together. Okay. Then we put it on a page. Then we turn that into a sales copy. What would be all the reasons someone wouldn't want to buy it? This, and this. Okay. What do we say for each thing to make them want to buy it? Then we go down each thing and then we take that, put it on the page. Now, AI helps us through that process. Okay. Now, that's like really nitty gritty, right? Most people are just too floaty in the clouds of they just
Because
type in, give me
strategy.
10. Yeah, imaginary town, right?
Because the strategy, like the simple strategy to follow, right? And especially if you're a beginner, it's like, okay, instead of starting to create an offer out of nowhere, because it is the first step actually is, who are you selling to? Who are you selling? Are you selling to a stay-at-home mom that wants to start a garden in her?
No, I sell everybody. Everybody can have my product, Rocio.
Yeah, that's the first mistake. You need to be very specific. Who is your audience, right? And look, I'm starting with the who because that's part of the strategy, right? If you don't know that you need to start with the person, that's where the strategy lacks, and that's where AI can come up with a bunch of stuff. Like, you just give me more. Like, the prompt can be give me more, and it's gonna start generating shit, right? That doesn't mean that what it's generating is actually gonna sell, because if you don't tell AI, hey, I'm selling to a mom at home that probably likes gardening, wants to start creating a garden, but they don't know how to start. Now, now the AI has some direction into, oh, let me start putting content or writing some words that will attract that stay at home mom, right? But now you gave it direction. Before, it's just like, hey, give me ideas on how to make money. Like, that's too broad, right? So the strategy starts, who are you selling? Then what are the needs and the fears, right? And that's where all that detail, when you start creating that target audience, right? The avatar, some people call it, and you start seeing the needs of that person. What do they want? What are the possible objections? That's how you start training your AI to know all of that about your dream person, your dream customer.
Yep, and that's
And
what
then
it's
the offer. Yeah.
Yep.
And
And that makes your life a whole lot easier to create content or ads. You go
exactly.
back to the same chat and you go, okay, based on what you know, what should I say in my ads? Boom. Here's a script, word for word. You should say this in this and this and this,
Yeah.
right? Because you already gave me all the other knowledge on this person. And we build these bots for each client that we bring on, right? And some clients actually have paid us just to build them a bot for them to do all this. From now on, they just can go in there, ask for a Facebook post, go in there, ask for 10 emails, go in there, ask for literally anything with copy to help the offer, right?
Yeah.
I think AI is really the most useful for copy. We use it all hours and hours. And then also I use it every day for videos, right? Create videos to get people to the offer. And then it's rinse and repeat. There's nothing more than that. It is rinse, repeat, tweak, refine, repeat, tweak, refine until you get what you want. Okay. And then you can scale. Most
Yeah.
people never make it past that medium part there. So
Yeah, and it's really understanding because we know already the steps to make a sale, right? So it starts with the person, right? What are their needs? Create an offer to sell that person, then expand that offer, putting it in a funnel, right? In a low ticket, mini offers, all that stuff that we do, and then ascend them into a high ticket. Like that's the whole journey from conception of an idea, right? To serving that person their needs and their fears and their struggles, all the way to making sales. That's the whole strategy, right? Now you can plug in AI on each step of that strategy because you need words to be written, you need image to be generated, you need videos to be generated. But it's all following that journey of how do you make money online. It's following that process. And the AI helps you accelerate creating those assets.
yep. Instead of hours or 10 hours or 2 weeks or 2 months, you get it down for a couple weeks if you have a team of people. Still takes us team. We have a small team. There's still 4 of us working on this, but we're cranking out stuff that 10-person teams used to do a year ago, right? What used to take someone 10 people, we can now do with 4. Well, highly qualified, some badass SOBs though. These are top A players in the 4, right? We don't have any, there ain't no slouch in the 4 people. Everybody has a part and they bring more than their weight. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's why AI cannot fix a broken system, okay, or a broken strategy to begin with.
And that's it for today. If this saved you time, money, or frustrations, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. And if you want our help dialing this for your business, just go to launchesandconversions.com, book a call with us, and either Colton and I will look at your stuff and help you get better results. That's where we're going to go deeper. Okay. So see you on the next episode.
Are we rich yet?